Hey guys, it's David, and I'm coming at you with another video. In today's video, I'm gonna be talking about being lonely. So without further ado, let's get straight into the topic. So being lonely, it sucks being alone. At least in my opinion, I hate being alone. I hate having the thought of not hanging out with friends, not having someone by my side. And for my close friends, it might not be the way. Sometimes when I get in a mood, I don't talk. You know, and maybe it looks like I want to be alone, but that's probably when I want to connect with someone the most is when I'm not talking and I'm kind of in a mood because you know that's just my emotions are getting to me, and if it looks like I want to be alone, it's probably when I want to be with you or my friends the most. And that's probably with a lot of people. When you're sad, when you're down and depressed, that's probably when you need someone the most. And when you're lonely and you're in that state of mind, it's just you and your thoughts. And when it's just you and your thoughts and you're in that state of mind, things can get deep. It can get deep. In my personal experience, in my thoughts, when I'm, down in the dumps, it gets deep. And it's crazy. And, like, that's when loneliness starts to kick in. It starts just, seeping into your brain, and it's just you, and it sucks, because when you have that friend and you're sad, and he or she got your back, you know, he or she asks you, hey, what's wrong? And you start pouring out your feelings, and you can connect with that person, and it feels so much better because instead of being alone and just you and your thoughts, it's now you and another person that's sharing this deep connection with, and that's probably one of the greatest things you could do is have a person you could share your feelings with instead of you being alone, because being lonely, it's kind of an illness. It affects people, you know pretty much, I would think, in a bad way more than good. Yes, sometimes being alone is, something you want. It's something I want sometimes too. When you're in a big crowd and, or you're just with people you don't like, you kind of want to go away. You kind of just want to, like, be like, all right, I'm done. I don't want to be here anymore. I just want to go home. I just want to, just take a nap. I just want to be by myself. And sometimes, yeah, sometimes people are that way. When you're just fed up with something, you just kind of want to be by yourself. But I would think a lot of times when you're not in, those type of moods, you want to hang out with people. You want someone who you could connect with, your friends, for example, And when you don't have that, it sucks. And it also sucks seeing, like, kids 11 or 10, 11, 12, having, not enough attention that they need and feeling like they aren't wanting and feeling lonely. There's a lot of kids who don't have the greatest parents, or their parents split up and they're divorced, and it feels like they aren't getting the attention they deserve and that they need so they can have a good upbringing in life and, be someone great in life. When you're at that age and you're a young age, you need attention. And when the people in your life that matters to you the most, which is probably your parents at that time, isn't giving you that attention that you deserve, you start thinking of other things. You start, trying to get attention a whole different way. And that's when, for example, I'm sorry for it, but for example, prostitutes, I would think that a lot of them don't have, the best upbringing, and they probably didn't get the attention that they deserved or that they needed as a child or as a teenager or whatever. And so they go to they go to prostitution because they think that, this is how I get my attention. This, people, they see me and they go, yeah, I mean, yeah. And, and it sucks because that shouldn't be the way that you should be getting attention. You should be getting love from the people that matters to you the most. And when you don't have people that love you, like, loneliness seeps in, and that depression, like, seeps in, and it sucks, and it's just you and your thoughts, and it kind of destroys your mind a little bit because not having someone that cares for you and that, just, not just for you, but that cares for you, it sucks, and it destroys you a little bit. It hurts your soul. And I guess having those friends. And that's why now, if you can't get that attention from your friends, at least try and get friends that like you for you and not because of what you do. There's a lot of kids who they turn to, gang banging or whatever. They turn to the streets, and join a gang because that's another, attention seeker. That's the way they can get attention, is because these people are like, oh man, you're part of us, you're a family, and they might like you for who you are. Some people might like you for who you are, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people that are in that gang that these people are in, they like you because you're doing work for them. You're repping them, and if you weren't repping them, like, they wouldn't be your friends. And it just sucks seeing kids that don't get enough attention that they need at a young age and growing up to be, these people who have broken hearts, and it sucks to see that. So my advice to the people out there that are watching this is, have good friends, have friends. Think about it. Think about the friends you have, and think about, do they like me for me? Do they care about for me? When I'm sad and I'm depressed, do they like me for me, or do they just like me for what I do? And if I stop doing that now, will they still be my friend? Think about that, because when you're down in the dumps one day, when you're feeling lonely, when you're feeling depressed, and you have a friend that's there, and then you can pour your feelings out, like, it's probably one of the greatest feelings and the greatest things a friend could ever do for you. And when you don't have that, when you don't have the attention that you need, and it's just you and your thoughts, and it's just you alone, it sucks. And you get deep with yourself, and it's just you, and you tell yourself these thoughts all the time, but you have no one else to say it to that can connect with you. So find the friends that like you for you, not because of what you do. This has been David. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace.